Hello everyone. First of all, there has been a very good response to our OLP 2021 initiative. Tests are uploaded regularly and students are visiting the platform throughout the week. But lately, we have been getting emails, messages, and comments on how to prepare for these tests, how to score better in these tests, what is this exam about, and many more questions like that. In this video, I'll try and answer all those questions. Also, I'll try and decode the demand of the questions in the design entrance exam like NID, CEED, UCEED, and NIFT. This video aims to orient your preparation in the right direction. So let's get started. Like our earlier videos, this video is timestamped and you can jump to the specific section. First of all, we will discuss what question demand in the design entrance exam. Then we will see how to cover theoretical topics. This we will discuss with the help of an example. Next, we will discuss the concept of reverse engineering in our preparation. After this, we will see how to approach a test in OLP 2021. In the end, I will try and summarize all the discussion. Please note that I am not talking about exam pattern right now. What I am going to discuss is merely based on our observations. For the exam pattern, you can browse the institute website or you can visit our website and click Questions tab. We have tried to jot down all the basic doubts a student has before he or she starts his or her preparation. You can find the link in the description below. Also, please note that we are not talking about drawing based question here. We are only talking about objective type questions asked in the exam. For drawing based question, we will make separate videos. Now, based on my experience of past 6-7 years of guiding students for design exam preparation, I have observed a particular type of questions asked in the exam. If I take all the questions asked in the UCEED or CEED or NID or NIFT in last 5 years, I can conclude that type of question asked in the examination can be divided into 3 categories. This is based on what a question is testing in us, what intelligence it demands. First, conventional question. Second, jargon-based question, or I can call it technical question or a theoretical question. And last, observation type questions. Now first, we will discuss conventional questions. These questions are asked in every exam in the country. These questions basically test your IQ. This includes topics like logical reasoning, non-verbal reasoning, English, general knowledge, etc. The second category is jargon-based questions. These are some questions which you cannot answer until and unless you know these particular terms or jargons. This includes topics like color theory, film and photography, or material use, etc. Now think about it this way. You cannot answer a question on aperture of a camera if you don't know what aperture is. Or how would you answer a question on analogous color scheme if you have not read it or learned it? The last category is observation-based question. I have named this category as observation based because that is what these questions demand. You are not supposed to memorize these topics. This includes topics like logos, painting and painters, music, dance, dress, surface counting, illusion, architecture, etc. The questions on these topics are supposed to be answered then and there. You need to observe these questions, analyze them and then answer them. Now, all the design exams can be understood by these distinctions. Every exam is a mixture of all these questions. If the paper is skewed towards observation-based question, it is UCEED paper or CEED paper. Perhaps in CEED sometimes it is skewed towards jargon-based also. NID maintains a balance of all the three. And NIFT consists of questions on conventional sections only. Now, why am I telling you all this? Because if we understand the demand of the question, it is not only easy to prepare, but it becomes quite easy to answer them. Now let's come to the preparation part. We have made a video on preparation for CEED UCEED. We discussed things in quite a detail there. But here we will take it a step further. This video is all about all the design exams. Now, it is easy to prepare for conventional topics because as I said, these questions are asked in every exam in the country. So materials and books are readily available. Just Google logical reasoning or non-verbal reasoning, etc. There are lots of books available on the internet. A book like R.S. Agarwal will be a good option. Now, how to prepare for theoretical topics, which includes topics like color theory, film and photography, material used, environmental awareness, etc., which demand memorization of facts. For this, we have created videos on YouTube and also it is updated regularly. Flashcards can be very helpful here. We have tried to create a list of topics that are asked in the exam. You can watch syllabus for this. The point I am trying to make here is to start covering each topic on your own. Of course, we will cover all the topics in our videos, but those videos should supplement your preparation. For cultural topics, visit CCRT website. For topics related to Indian painters, you can read Class 11 Fine Arts selectively. You can use DSource website by IIT to find all the design related material at one place. Then what you have read, create notes out of it. Read it and revise them regularly. Now the point is how to create a note. To illustrate this better, let's take a look at notes prepared by a student. This note is prepared by Prakhar Bhargav. He prepared his note on Evernote app. I want to thank him for being kind enough to share his notes with everyone. Now observe how topics are categorized and pictures are used to remember things visually. This becomes handy a day or week before the exam, and it also helps in revision. So you can be creative and use your creativity to create such short notes. I hope this makes it clear. Now let's come to the category where questions demand your observation skills and your critical thinking ability. I have included in this section topics like painting and painters, dance form, logos, because you are not supposed to memorize any of this. I have seen websites, groups and chats where PDFs are floating consisting of thousands of logos. No, don't do that. This is not design. I don't know what it is, but not design. Now look at this question asked in CEED. You have to identify the correct sequence of the colors appearing in the Google logo. Now what do you think? Are they expecting you to memorize the colors on the Google logo? Yesterday you were mugging up all the logos of all the brands. Today they asked this. What will you do next? Learn the color schemes of all the logos? Good, do that, because next time they will ask something else. Unfortunately, we have been wired to mug up everything since the very beginning. But here they want to check how observant you are. Every single day in your life you see the Google logo. But do you really see it? Do you really see it in terms of line, color and shape? Similarly, how will you answer a question on painters? Learn their paintings. How many will you remember? And what about questions where counting surfaces or counting blocks are asked? These figures are designed and not copied from somewhere, so they will be always new. So you cannot memorize them. Hence, the question is, then how to prepare for these topics? Test now, read little. In a situation where topics are not defined for the exam, the only way to prepare is through reverse engineering. That is, attempt a test first. Observe your mistakes and knowledge gaps. Work on those mistakes, make a note of it, then revise it. And believe me, this is a tried and tested method to crack any exam. Now you must be thinking, what is the use if you are not able to score in the test? I mean, it is demotivating for you or discouraging for you. To answer this, let me tell you the motive of these tests in OLP 2021. Test, not to test. If you have attempted all the tests, you must have noticed that the questions are elaborated in detail before the actual question is asked. This is done to reinforce the fact in your brain. Let's understand this with an example. This is a question from Mini Mock Test 3. Observe all the fact illustrated in the question before a simple question about material used to manufacture these leaf plates are asked. These plates were in news recently. Now look at another question. So instead of mugging up the data, attempting a question on it in a test help you remember longer. And why? Because there is a simple reason for this. Failure has a long-lasting impact on your brain. If you attempt these tests seriously, you will realize that questions are not that easy to answer. The questions are designed to make it difficult to guess an answer. This is a deliberate decision to help you get ready for the exam pattern. Also to help you remember what mistakes you have made. If you attempt a test with the motive of learning something new, you will find yourself getting better with each test. But then the question, how to get better with each test? Study the topic in detail where you made mistakes in the test. Prepare a small note out of it. But remember, only visually. And that's it. Your topic is done. It's just 10 questions a week. With each test, your retention capacity will automatically improve. Also, questions in the future test will be based on the options of the earlier test. This will also help you recall what you learned in your initial days. So the principle is to make it difficult for you initially and make you comfortable with the situation gradually. So keep practicing. Each test consists of a mixture of all the topics asked in the exam. And I know this makes it difficult to comprehend questions and topics initially. But do not get demotivated by this. You'll get used to it. After a few weeks, you'll realize that questions are not that tough. Please note that I'm not telling you to rely on the test series only. I'm advising you to rely on no one but yourself. Now let's come to the next section of the discussion, how to attempt these tests. The tests are of 15 to 20 minutes duration. Attempt every question in those 15 minutes like attempting in an exam hall. At this stage, do not worry about syllabus, knowledge or anything else. If you follow the instruction provided just now, that is read topics and make notes, with each test your knowledge base will automatically increase. The explanation for tough questions is provided in detail. Read it and try to understand it. Do not try to mug up. We could have created a test of 40-50 questions and posted one test in 2-3 weeks, but that would have defeated the purpose of the test series. Be regular with your attempts. Do not procrastinate. The dates and days are decided to set a rhythm in your preparation. Try not to skip that. To sum up, I was trying to make you understand the demand of the question. That is, certain topics demand memorization and other demand practice. Second, that the test and videos are your supplements. Third, that self-help is best. You have a list of topics, start preparing. Next, we discuss the concept of reverse engineering in preparation, that is from question to topic. Next, we discuss that regularly and slowly you will master all the topics. Do you know, course curriculum in a design institute is not bounded by a syllabus? The curriculum is designed just to include topics to be learned within a semester. How, when and what is designed by teacher and students. The aim of test series is to help you with your preparation. Understand your weakness and strength and start working on them. Design your unique method of preparation. Please remember, those colleges you want to get into will not make you a designer. They will select you because you already think and work like a designer.